This is truly a theater. An amphitheater is two theaters together. Like the hippodromes, etc. Okay. Oh, look at we didn't fill in the back row there. Look,
I
we
was
got
just
all
going
that
there.
space. We got all that space. Now Tom's got to go up there and take someone else's responsibility.
There you go, Tom.
There we go. Nice job, Tom. Okay. You got a little room up there? You got room for three persons. Okay.
Oi. Oh, no, Egypt. You can switch up.
I don't need to sit between you two.
I was just looking for the highest seat possible so my hip
Okay. Now, before David launches off on explanation, I wanted to point out something. We just came out of Zedekiah's cave. If you take a turn around and look at that wall, you see the masonry that is sitting on top of the stone. That stone is sheared off. It goes down to where we were, but it goes down another 60 feet of fill. That was the dry moat on that particular side. And then you go across the stone roadbed, you come over here, and this is sheared off on this side as well. When you take a look at the place of the skull, there's an earthquake that transpired just a few years ago that really broke this whole area rather severely. And so that's why the pictures are here. The bus station, this was put in here about 15 years ago, where they put in the masonry and then planted it back there. And so that, instead of seeing the mouth, that is now up to about that point, and the bridge of the nose is now gone. It's just an incredible deformation of that original place has taken place. This in the early 1800s, this mountaintop was bare here, and now it's an Arab graveyard. We have photographs from the 1800s. This is not one of them, one that's earlier that shows that there's an altar made of stone right on top of this mountain, right next to a big thicket up there. It stood all by itself, and when we came out of Egypt, we were told we are not to remove the landmarks, move none of the altars. Now, there's a sacrificial altar, but there's also an altar of remembrance. And we remember that type of situation down the Jordan, where the rest of the tribes of Israel came after the Reubenites because they put up an altar and they thought it was going to be an altar of sacrifice, which is forbidden. But no, they said, we just put this here so that everyone remember that we're over there, but this is our land, that we are part of Israel. That's an altar of remembrance. We're told not to remove any of them. However, on top of this mountain is the highest peak of Mount Moriah. And remember, it was Abraham who was told to go to the mountains of Moriah and to offer his son there. As he approached from the south, the lower peak is the Temple Mount. That's where Abraham left his servants behind on that mountain, put the wood of the sacrifice on the shoulder of Isaac and said, "Follow me." He took him up to the highest peak of Mount Moriah, I believe, and built an altar in stone, which was still there. The stones are still on top of the mountain today. This is a place that I've tried to get up there a couple times. I've been thrown off out of the graveyard. But Keith Johnson, who is darker skinned than I am, was able to get up there and took pictures of it. So we have Keith by that broken down altar that is still up there at this time. So we are going to, now we'll let David tell the rest of the story. And of course, now you see there's a wall that's been recently built. This one, I think, really within the last couple of years,